Hey everyone, Jason Hitchings here with Adept Defense, and today is going to be a good day. I've got the trailer behind me, headed to the range now. I'm teaching my advanced performance pistol class today. I'm actually teaching it at a new location that I haven't taught at yet. We're headed to Indian River, Michigan, to a piece of private land. It's not actually a range, it's a piece of private land that was formerly a gravel pit. So it has a really nice setup as far as berms and backstops go, and it's a nice hard packed ground, so it should be a really great location to run advanced performance pistol. I went and walked the range last week. Looks like it'll be a really good spot, so definitely looking forward to that today. So a quick rundown of what advanced performance pistol is. It's one of my level 2 classes, and you do have to have a prerequisite of either taking my defensive pistol 1 or a similar class from another instructor, which I would have to okay that. And everybody I have in the class today, except for one, has taken multiple classes with me before. The other requirement in advanced performance pistol is you have to pass an opening qualifier. It's the very first thing you'll shoot cold in the morning, and you have to have a passing score on that to continue with the day. So that's just kind of a way to weed out people that really shouldn't be there. If somebody's there trying to take a more advanced level class than what their skill set is ready for, they're just going to end up slowing the pace of the class down, and could be more of a liability as far as safety goes. So that is a requirement. You have to pass the opening qualifier cold in order to continue with the day. If somebody doesn't pass it, it's not a big deal. I'll either refund them or place them in a level 1 class. It's kind of their choice at that point. They're welcome to stay and watch, but they can't participate if they can't pass the opening qual. And the opening qual, it's not terribly hard. It's actually the closing qualifier from defensive pistol 1 class. So it's just a series of 4 drills on a static line, and it's all scored and timed. So as long as they can pass that, they're good to go for the day. So the first half of advanced performance pistol, basically the morning block of instruction, is pretty heavy into performance-based pistol drills. So it'll be a lot of timed and scored drills that we'll run, and then we'll evaluate each person's performance on each drill, tell them what they did right, what they did wrong, how they can become more efficient and improve their performance. And it's just a good way to point out kind of where your shortcomings are as far as your skill set goes. If you don't have good enough recoil control to where you can't maintain a fast enough cadence of fire to get scoreable, accurate hits on a drill, it's something that'll really show with that. And then in the afternoon block of instruction, it is a pretty heavy focus on scenario-based training. So it's a lot of movement type drills, a lot of decision making and problem solving. It's kind of set up a little bit like mini competition stages. I'll have them run the course of fire, and then we will evaluate it and grade it after each person runs it. So this class, it's a little bit smaller number of students. I cap it at a lower number, so each person, so there's basically not as much waiting around for each person, because there is so many scenario based type drills. And those type of drills, there's a lot of dynamic movement, so you can't have multiple people run the drill at the same time. So with this class, for the student that shows up that has put in their personal practice time, they have the prerequisite, and they've been working hard to get better, with their level of skill set. As long as they come in ready for this class, they're gonna have a really fun, very beneficial day of training. For the student that comes in, has the bare minimum prerequisite and has not been practicing or putting their time in, it's probably going to be a long, hard day for them. It's a very physical day, and then if your performance isn't up to par, it'll be a very frustrating, humbling day. So my standards are pretty high in this class. It's kind of meant for those students that have been training with me for a long time or with other people, and you know, have kind of honed their skill set up to this level to where they're looking to squeeze a little bit of performance out with the pistol. This is what I would consider a performance pistol class. It's kind of a hybrid, if you will, between defensive context and just being able to run the gun fast, efficient, while still maintaining a level of accuracy. So it's kind of a hybrid between performance pistol and a defensive context all in one. So when we get to this range, I'll show you guys around, kind of give you guys a quick walkthrough of what it's like there. It's a pretty cool spot, and as long as everyone in the class is okay with me filming, I'll leave the cameras on for part of the day and kind of get some few clips of a few different drills and scenarios that will run to give you guys an idea of what advanced performance pistol class is like. But that's only if everyone in the class is okay with being on camera. If anybody in the class is hesitant or not a fan of being on camera, then I won't get the cameras out at all today. So I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable if they don't want to be on camera. I totally understand that. So one other bit of news is I picked up a GoPro Hero 7 Black, which is actually what I'm recording on now. So this will give me 2 cameras to use. It'll open up some possibilities as far as getting multiple angles of drills that I film, and then also I might be able to do kind of, when I edit things, I can do a screen within a screen. So if I'm shooting the drill of the month, for instance, lately what I've been doing is I've got the camera on a tripod facing me, so you guys can see me run the drill, and then I'll pick up the tripod on the camera and take it to the target and show you guys the results of what I shot. So I don't want people to think that I'm not being honest with what I'm showing on camera, so that's why I do it all in one clip with no edits, you know, and then I walk the camera to the target to show you guys the results. But with this, I'll be able to have a camera on me and a camera on the target, and then I'll be able to do a screen within a screen to where you can see myself and the target at the same time when I run the drill, so you can see the results as they happen. So I think that'll be kind of cool. And then plus with the GoPro, the mounting solutions are pretty much endless. If you dream up a mount or a camera angle that you want, I'm sure there's a GoPro mount that'll accommodate it. So right now I've got it on a windshield mount. I've got it kind of up by my rear view mirror in the truck, so it's making this possible too. So this is just kind of another one of those things that allows me to kind of give you guys a rundown when I'm on my way to the range, rather than having to go to the range, get completely set up, and then stand there and give you guys the rundown. So this will just be a little bit more efficient for me, and I think it'll be beneficial for the channel. So like I said, this is the GoPro Hero 7 Black, which is kind of the latest GoPro, which probably means they'll come out with the 8 or the new one like tomorrow, because that seems to be how it goes. As soon as you get the latest new piece of equipment, you know, the next one comes out. But I'm about halfway to the range now, so I will see you guys when we get there. All right guys, I just pulled in. Here's kind of the setup right here. So got the trailer, got the truck kind of parked over on this tree line, and then we've got gravel pit berm everywhere. So down here there's some berms. There's actually kind of a road that goes through this area around the backside, and there's another pit over there, but we're going to kind of set up in this area because it's pretty flat. The ground is pretty good. There's not a bunch of holes and roots and stuff in the ground, so it'll be pretty good for the movement type stuff, the run and gun type drills. And it's a decent sized area, so it'll be good for what we're doing today. But really nice, really pretty area out here. So this is kind of a new range option that we haven't been at yet. So we're pretty lucky to have this spot to shoot at. It's actually thanks to our sponsor at Retro Firearms. It's a guy that he knows that owns this. It's actually for sale right now. And what I hear, there's kind of a deal that's pending on it right now. So this might be our only class out here. So hard to say, but for today we're going to use it. And big thanks to him for hooking us up with written permission to be able to use this spot for class today. So I'm gonna get stuff unloaded and start to set up target stands. It's about 7:30 in the morning. Class starts at 9, so probably within the next hour we'll have students rolling in, and I'll check with everybody and see if they're okay with filming. And if they are, we'll be back in a little bit with some clips of class. Hit. 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 All right, just left the range. It's about 5:30 now. Everybody in class was good with me filming today, so I was able to get a few shots of some of the scenario type drills that we did. And being that I didn't have a camera person in class, you know, I didn't want to use up a bunch of time with setting up cameras and you know, burning up valuable class time. So I just got some footage of a few things we did. Just to give you guys an idea, the range was a pretty neat place. Being an old gravel pit like that, the berms were really high, so that allowed us to do quite a bit of stuff there. and weather was pretty decent. I mean, the morning was cloud covered, and then we got a little bit of rain in the middle of the day, and then the sun came out in the afternoon. But had a great group of students, some pretty proficient shooters in this class, which makes my job a lot of fun. So now I'm just gonna head towards home and get a shower and some dinner and relax with the family. And thanks for watching, guys, and joining me today, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'm Jason Hitchings with Adept Defense. Seek training, become adept.